You want to raise the red flags.
First time home buyers, be aware.
Means she was not a realtor.
She was not a realtor.
Did you find it out? She was.
Yeah.
By profession, what you do?
So I'm a chartered accountant.
Okay.
I'm an engineer, I'm a full-time working mom.
I know that realtor from a school times. So like he was in my class. So I trusted him like a lot.
Everything we shared with them. As a realtor, as a friend, literally broke us. We are from same community, same city, same school. How much more do you want to know a person before doing a deal with them? They even blocked my number, his number. Like who does that?
We have first-time home buyer with us and they have some red flags. Before you buy a home, you have to be very careful. You have to be careful about transparency and about from whom you are buying and about the ethics of the real estate agent. There are so many brokerages here, there are so many good agents here, but there are always the bad apples also. So these first-time home buyers, newcomer to this Canada, and first time they are buying the home, but they experienced a very unethical things which as per them are the red flags which others need to know. So we will discuss with them what happened, what is their story. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
Are you a first time home buyer?
Yes, first time home buyer.
So for how many years you are in Canada?
So it's almost been like 3 years.
3 years.
Like we'll be completing a third.
We completed.
We completed
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
So you bought your new home
Yes.
and you want to raise the red flags.
Yeah.
What happened? What is your story?
Yeah. So first of all, thanks for giving us the time. So so what really happened is like they like just to the viewers, like I want to tell that there is a form called buyer representation form. It's basically a form wherein you like your agent is agreeing that he is representing you in all the transactions. So most of the people do not know about it, and same with us. Like we do not know about what that form is, and then what are the implications of that form, right? So we are being asked like when and on top of it, I want to share this like when we met this realtor, I know that realtor from a school times. So like he was in my class, and then we were not in touch, and then when we came to Canada, like I met him, and then that's how it started. So then he asked me to put an offer on one of the property which is not obviously in our budget. So I was asking him like this is not in our budget, so how can we able to materialize it? So he said like there are sometimes like because the market is not going that well, so like you can put an offer and then you can see probably it get accepted. So he pushed me a lot to put an offer. So then we put an offer for that property, and then like we were not aware of the fact that during the process of drafting that agreement for that property, so he also put like a buyer representation form inside that PDF trail. So then he made us sign that buyer representation form, which we were not aware of. He had not explained us what it meant. And then later on when we were trying, like after like 20-25 days, like we saw the properties, and then we were in the market, and then on one fine day I came across a scenario wherein one of my friend in Brampton, so he told me that like since you are a first time home buyers, like he has seen people giving like to the relatives and friends like a commission buyback, right?
Okay.
So
Commission buyback.
Yeah, commission buyback is
What is that commission buyback?
so commission buyback is basically both buyer representative and then the seller representative, they charge 2.5% on the whole deal.
Mhm.
So
Making it 5%.
yeah, making it 5%, total 5%,
Yeah.
right? So that's been paid by the seller,
Okay.
so not by the buyer. So what happens is like what I have heard is like some realtors to their friends and families, they'll just to support their initial deal cost, or some, because when you'll buy a home you are at a full stretch.
Yeah.
Like every time you plan like you will get it in this budget, but there are times when you like a property but it's not fitting in your budget, so you have to stretch your maximum, right?
Okay.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you have to call money from India,
Yes.
sometimes you have
Yes,
to
you
buy
have to manage all the
Yeah.
funds.
Buy
Sometimes
all
you have to
means.
buy
Yeah.
from your like borrow money from your friends and relatives. So that this person told me that okay, I came across this I came to know about this transaction, or like this practice, what is prevalent in
Yes.
in Ontario. So I just mentioned to him that this is what I have heard. So he said like you cannot exit from me because you have already signed a buyer representation
Okay,
form.
you have signed the agreement, then
Yeah.
you cannot exit that agreement.
Yeah, you cannot exit that agreement because we were not, and that's the first time when we came to know about this buyer representation.
So do you think that there is a transparency issue, means as per you both husband wife are a first time home buyer,
Yeah.
that you were not being explained properly by the realtor?
Yeah.
It's transparency issue?
Yes, definitely. We felt that there was a transparency issue because being a first time home buyer, you were not aware of a lot of these forms, like what these forms are, like what these forms meant, right? So like,
But when you signed the form, you never asked them what is this?
no, because like first of all, like as I mentioned to you, like I know that person from my school time. So like one thing is like the trust. So I trusted him like a lot. So with my finances, with my the home buying process. So then when I was being presented like a package, like he said like you just have to sign few things, and then you have to put the offer, and these are all the documents which needs to be signed. So he never explained to us like what this buyer representation is, and then why it's important. So later on when we were discussing about this practice which is prevalent in Brampton or Ontario, so he told me yes, this practice is prevalent, and then he said like but you cannot exit like because you already signed a buyer representation. So then I asked him what this buyer representation is, or even I even googled it. Then I came to know it's like a form which which we signed by mistake or by overlooking those documents. And then in that form he mentioned that we are bound to buy from him like for a certain period of time, in which he mentioned 6 months. Plus he also mentioned like 60 days. After 6 months we cannot exit, like we are like 8 months bound with him.
And is there any property you buy that means that you have to buy from him because you are now his client?
Right. Right. So then he also mentioned the list of areas. He covered whole GTA. He mentioned everything, whatever areas comes under GTA, he mentioned in that form. So then when I was discussing with him like in his office, and then he said like, why you want to exit? I said like, I'm getting like a better, professional, or even like to support my finances, I'm getting like some commission buyback, like which definitely if you want to agree, like let me know, but like if you do not want to agree, we want to exit. He said you cannot exit first. Secondly, like I can give you the same, I'll match the deal. I said okay, if you'll match the deal, because as I mentioned like he's I know him from from a long time. So I didn't ask him to do anything in return. So he said like this is my words, you can trust on my words, I'll give you, but I'll give you once the deal is closed. So you will not discuss about this with anyone. I said okay, it's fine. So then like we haven't discussed about about this deal with anyone, but because we are legally bound to work with him, then we saw some other properties, right? And then one fine day we like this property where what we bought, and then everything happens, and then the deal got closed right on April 15th.
But you were saying you had a WhatsApp group with his family?
Yeah, I'm coming to that. So throughout this transaction, so he also created like a WhatsApp group wherein he includes me, my wife, we both are buyers, and then himself, he's a realtor, and then also his wife.
His wife might be a mortgage agent or a realtor?
We do not know about it, but like he mentioned to us like he's like she's a business partner, and then she works with me, and she's also a realtor. So and then he said like everything whatever happens during the transaction, so you will share it on WhatsApp, and every things what we need to share with you, whether it's like a booking confirmation or like the property details, even when this property got finalized, all that purchase and sale agreement, even the bank details and all got shared on that WhatsApp group. So we were under the impression that she is also a realtor, so it's fine, like but one thing which I wanted to bring over here is like in the buyer representation form, nowhere her name was mentioned.
The realtor's wife's name was not there.
Mentioned because
means she was not a realtor.
She was not a realtor.
Did you find it out? She was.
Yeah. So I later on when I was searching on the RICO website, because there is like a portal wherein you can put the name of the person, and then because all this thing you'll come to know once you experienced it. So
she might be working as his assistant or helping her, not a realtor.
Maybe. I'm not very sure about it. So then we bought the home, and then when we started living in our home, like we come to know that the lot of real estate agents are living in our society. So I also came to know that the seller realtor is also my neighbor. So I just met him like out of courtesy, like being a neighbor, like I just met him, and then I was just discussing with him about this experience. So then he mentioned to me that you got your commission buyback. I said, what, like, how come you know about it? Because he told me that I am not supposed to discuss with anyone.
Okay.
So he said, he sent me a form, which is basically a commission disclosure form.
Okay.
It's called like form, I think it's called form 320.
Okay.
So he said he sent me a form with like a 3% commission. So I said, what? Like, we have not signed a form like with 3% commission. Like, the form which we signed, like, it's only says like, you know, what's been prevalent in the market, which is 2.5%.
Yeah.
So he said, yeah, he sent me a form, and then he also told me that when I asked him like, why you are putting like higher commission of 3%, then he said like, you know, because I have to pay you know, certain amount to my client.
Okay.
So then the seller realtor told me that I told him that it's none of my concern. Like, if you promise something to your client, it's your headache.
It's your headache.
Your headache. Like, you can give it from your share.
So
like,
did your realtor promise you to pay back your from commission?
yeah, that's what I mentioned. Verbal
Okay.
promise. Yeah.
Okay.
So
how much he promised you to pay back?
he said like 1.125.
1.125% he will give you back. Okay.
He'll give me back. So and then you know, I was discussing you know, more about with the seller realtor. So he told me that, you know, like, I am, as per the RICO guidelines, which is basically the real estate, you know, council. So they said like, you know, as per those real estate RICO guidelines, I'm not supposed to share that information with you. So but you know, like, you can, you know, Google it more, and then you can also, if you want, you can complain it to the RICO that this is what your experience is, so that, you know, like, RICO can investigate further. So then I you know, emailed the broker, this you know, the company with whom, you know, this person works. So I shared my experience with them. So, and then you know, I also, you know, informed you know, this person that, you know, I'll be filing a complaint with the RICO.
Okay.
So,
you told your realtor you will be filing a complaint?
yeah, I told the brokerage with whom,
okay.
with whom he is associated. So I told them that I'm filing a complaint with RICO. So I filed a complaint with RICO with all the facts, right?
So you find a complaint with RICO?
Yeah.
And did you find a complaint with the brokerage also?
I just emailed them.
Okay,
Yeah, emailed them. It's
them.
basically that's how it. So
Okay.
like, they do not have any you know, formal process of filing a complaint, but
Okay.
I just emailed
Did they
them.
accepted your complaint?
They didn't acknowledge me, but I came to know from the brokerage with whom this person is associated that they received a complaint from the company as well.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So is buying a home really a big deal here in Canada? What do you think?
It's a big deal from a buyer perspective, in a way. Like, you will be putting all your hard-earned money, you know, into your first home, right?
Okay.
And then also, you are also expecting, like, you know, with whom you are working, like, if you're working with the realtor, so you are sharing your heart with him, like, in terms of like what your finances are,
Means
what's
you
going.
totally trust on your
Yeah,
agent
yeah.
that you have signed him, so he will be transparent,
Yeah.
but you've been betrayed as per
Yeah,
you.
right.
So by profession, what you do?
So I'm a chartered accountant.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what you want to say by profession, what you do, and what you want to say about this scenario, because being a young couple, starting your next journey with small kid, what you experienced being a woman?
I'm an engineer. I'm a full-time working mom with a small kid of 2-year-old, and we trusted them as you trust your family, your friends, like, with all your facts, all your hidden secrets as well, like, what are your life goals, how do you see your life, everything we shared with them. And in the end, what they did to us, as a realtor, as a friend, literally broke us, broke our trust in a country where we are like new immigrants. We hardly have any family here, right? We are first generation who has come here to start our lives, better life for our kid. So in that scenario, it's very tough and very heartbreaking that people of your community cheat you in that way. You don't expect that from the people of your community, the
And
people
even
you
known
know.
people.
Yeah.
Because this realtor was known to you.
Yeah.
Yes. We are from same community, same city, same school. How much more do you want to know a person before doing a deal with them? People make deals with realtors they hardly know, right? They trust them. But if you meet someone whom you know from like 20 years, 25 years, you will trust them blindly. I'm sure you will do the same. If you will meet your long lost friend in a new country, you're starting your life, you'll be like, he's like an angel sent by God to help us.
So you want to say the transparency issue, the trust issue, the betrayal issue, all these issues were there
everything.
before.
Yeah, because they were things that were not told us from before, things we took for granted, them being our friends. So yeah, it was like tough. And once the deal was signed, it was like a total flip. They even blocked my number, his number. Like who does that? Why would you block
At
the
what
number?
stage they blocked your number?
After the deal got closed, like
After the deal is
15,
closed.
yeah, after like 15 days.
When they were supposed to give the commission.
Means they got their commissions.
Yeah. When
in
they
their
received
trust.
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever was promised to you that they will give you a
Yeah.
cash back,
Yeah.
they blocked your numbers.
Usually the commission comes after X amount of time.
Yes. Yeah.
So once that time came, he tried calling him and they blocked his number. I tried calling him. They blocked my number. Like, why are you blocking the number? Talk.
You are client.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're client. Why are you blocking the numbers? So yeah, that was kind of very weird, I would say.
Okay.
You don't block numbers.
What is the reason you are sharing your this bad experience story with us, with other viewers? What is the reason?
The only reason is like to enlighten other people, because there are a lot of people, here who are
First time home buyer.
first time home buyers, who like us, like we are working very hard. Like everyone is working very hard for their money. So when you are putting everything into, into your first home, like you definitely need, a kind of a person whom you can trust, right? So when that trust got broken, so that's what I want to bring up, that people should, like, what I have learned from this whole transaction is like everything should be in written, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay. So what you learned from this, that you told us few
Yeah.
points, like
Yeah.
if you want to share that,
Right.
what you learned from this?
yeah, so first of all, I would like to say, like, get everything in writing,
Get everything writing.
right?
Yeah.
And then read each and every document. Do not
Okay.
trust, because like sometimes realtors rush you to sign a deal. They
Yeah.
are saying like, okay, it's time bound deal, you have to sign it. They will ask you even to sign it from your cell phone, like you'll not even get the chance to even read through
Read
the
it,
document.
And whatever you sign, review it.
Yeah,
Review
Get
it.
it reviewed. Review it. What
Right.
you are signing.
right.
Okay.
Review each and every, I would say, the page and then clause, because each and every clause is like a legal binding, because you are signing it. Then I would say, like, before sharing your finances with your realtor, make sure with whom it's got shared. So like, if let's say WhatsApp group is being created, like with the people who are not known, or you think like these people are not involved in the transaction, I would say ask them why these people are being involved and in what capacity. And then also, like, each and every document as per the RICO guidelines, whenever a deal is being done, like everything needs to be disclosed transparently, from a realtor to the buyers. So that's not been done in our case. As I mentioned, like, commission is one thing. Like, he tried to get like a higher commission from a seller agent, but that's never been told to us.
Okay.
So we came to know from our neighbor.
Yeah. And ask questions. Many time people, they assume.
Right.
They assume we signed it.
Right.
Okay, let's assume we will get this. We will get this.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Yeah.
So, and don't assume full transparency, because many time,
Right.
many agents, the bad apples, they hide. They are not full transparent.
Right.
So asking questions is how much important.
Asking questions is important, because then you will be aware of the facts that are already in play, and make yourself aware.
Okay.
Read, Google, meet people, and if you have friends who have bought the house recently, talk to them. Aware yourself. If you are not aware, then obviously there are people who are there to fool you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, final message to other home buyers, those who are planning to buy, what they have to be careful of.
Yeah, they have to be careful of, as I mentioned, what forms they are signing in. So read through those forms properly, ask them if you do not know about those forms, or if someone is not telling you like what those forms are. I would say there is a lot of resources, available, like AI tools available. You can do like a chat GPT, or you can use any other tool, like just search about that form, what you are signing. And also one thing I would more like to share is during this whole, journey of home buying. So I am being asked a couple of times to put a deal for a property which is not in my budget. So they said like there are ways to inflate the income and those things.
Yeah.
And those practices are prevalent in the market. I would say do not fall for it.
Yeah.
I because at the end of the day, you are the one who will be suffering.
Yeah.
So like once the deal is being done, like everyone walks away, like you will be left alone, like to suffer. So I would say do not inflate, or do not make any submit any false document, forged document, while getting like approval from the banks.
Okay.
And then third, like know what is going around you, like who are the people who you are being meeting, right? So what you are discussing with them, right? That's what I wanted to
Okay.
say. Yeah.
What's your final message to the people who are watching you, first time home buyers?
first time home buyers, be aware. Be aware of what's going around. Be aware of what you're signing, and be more conscious of the people you meet. Don't rely on only one source. It's better to make yourself aware, meeting other people, Googling, or even going to the brokerage and talk to them there with other real estate agents as well. So yeah, awareness is something that you should be very cautious of.
Okay.
And don't trust anyone blindly.
Okay. Final. We have not taken the name of any realtor with whom you dealt with, but which brokerage did you complain to? There are many realtors in that brokerage. Which brokerage did you complain to? Name of the brokerage?
I do not want to name the
Okay.
brokerage.
Yeah.
Like I have put this, even shared this on my Facebook,
Okay.
right? So
On
I just
public platforms.
want to make people aware of
So is
my
investigation going on by
investigation is
Yeah.
going on
Okay.
with Rico.
Okay.
Yeah. So I also mentioned about my experience to the brokerage, and then even to the company with whom that brokerage is,
I see.
the head office of
The head
that.
office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
ਸੋ ਆ ਸੀਗੇ ਉਹ ਯੰਗ ਕਪਲ ਦ ਫਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੋਮ ਬਾਇਰ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਚ ਘਰ ਖਰੀਦਿਆ, ਔਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਸੀਗੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨੋਨ ਸੀਗੇ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ। ਜਦ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਾਇਰ ਸੈਲਰ ਐਗਰੀਮੈਂਟ ਸਾਈਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਫਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੋਮ ਬਾਇਰ ਹੈ, 3 ਸਾਲ ਹੋਏ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਚ ਆਏ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਫਾਰਮ ਦੀ ਡਿਟੇਲਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਬਾਉਂਡ ਹੋ ਗਏ 6 ਤੋਂ 8 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਲਈ ਉਸ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ। ਬਟ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਰੈੱਡ ਫਲੈਗਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਚੱਕੇ ਹੈ, ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਕੰਸਰਨ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਟਰਾਂਸਪੇਰੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ। ਉਹਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਹਾਈਡ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵਰਬਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਆਊਗੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਚੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਪੇ ਬੈਕ ਵੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਵਰਬਲ ਕਮਿਟਮੈਂਟ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ। ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ WhatsApp ਗਰੁੱਪ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ। WhatsApp ਗਰੁੱਪ 'ਚ ਹਸਬੈਂਡ ਵਾਈਫ ਔਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਆ ਉਹ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵਾਈਫ, ਲੇਟਰ ਔਨ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਕਿ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਦੀ ਵਾਈਫ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਰੀਅਲ ਸਟੇਟ ਏਜੰਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਮੇ ਬੀ ਅਸਿਸਟੈਂਟ ਹੋਣ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਦੀ। ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਟਰਸਟ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਹੋਇਆ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਸਰਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕੀਤੇ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਉਹ ਬਲਾਈਂਡ ਆਈ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਫਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੋਮ ਬਾਇਰ ਹੈ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਰੀਕੋ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਰੈਗੂਲੇਟਰੀ ਅਥਾਰਟੀ ਹੈ ਰੀਅਲ ਸਟੇਟ ਏਜੰਟਸ ਦੇ ਲਈ, ਬ੍ਰੋਕਰੇਜ ਲਈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਕੰਪਲੇਂਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਉਹ ਇਨਵੈਸਟੀਗੇਸ਼ਨ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਬ੍ਰੋਕਰੇਜ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਈਮੇਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਅਨਐਥੀਕਲ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸਿਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਚਾਂਸ ਦੇਵਾਂਗੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸੱਦਾ ਕਿ ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੋਈ ਕੰਸਰਨ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਦੇ ਆਰ ਮੋਸਟ ਵੈਲਕਮ। ਬਟ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕੰਪਲੇਂਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕੀ ਹੈ ਰੀਕੋ ਨਾਲ, ਔਰ ਉਹ ਇਨਵੈਸਟੀਗੇਟ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਆ। ਔਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹ 'ਚ ਰੈੱਡ ਫਲੈਗਸ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਰੈੱਡ ਫਲੈਗਸ ਹੈ ਫਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੋਮ ਬਾਇਰ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਰੱਖਣ ਕਿ ਜਦ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਸਾਈਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਪੇਪਰ ਬਾਇਰ ਸੈਲਰ ਐਗਰੀਮੈਂਟ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਰਿਵਿਊ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏ, ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਆਸਕ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾਣ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਨੂੰ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ, ਉਹ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ। ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਡੇਟ 'ਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਫੋਨ ਵੀ ਬਲੌਕਸ ਕਰਤੇ ਹੈ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮਿਲੀਅਨਸ ਡਾਲਰ ਦਾ ਕਾਰ ਉਸ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਏ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਆਪਣੀ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਫੋਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਬਲੌਕ ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਰੈੱਡ ਫਲੈਗਸ ਹੈ, ਬੀ ਅਵੇਅਰ ਬਿਫੋਰ ਯੂ ਬਾਏ ਅ ਹੋਮ। Buying home in Canada is a big deal, no doubt.